Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the, hold on, had to find it. Wait, so scuffed, let me turn on the light. Welcome to the 46th installment of the NP podcast, the first podcast of 2022, the first podcast in 6 months, and we're here. Let me turn off the light real quick, hold on. Guys, and let me just tell you this. This may be one of the first podcasts I ever started on time. In fact, not only did I start it on time, I started it 2 minutes before it was supposed to start, and then the podcast started directly at 3 o'clock, at 6 p.m. So, this is the great start of the year. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Tom? It's so great to see you guys. This podcast will be about Among Us. Yes, actually, all the topics that I wrote down today is all about sus. All Among Us. It's one of the best games ever. AAA title, you just can't beat it. That's why you gotta subscribe to it, Tricks. What's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Here, let me turn on some... We always have lo-fi hip-hop playing in the back of these podcasts. So let me get it playing. I'm very unprepared today. Very unprepared. And there we go with the ad. It's a great start to the podcast. But dude, we're in 2022. And that's insane to think about. 2020 was 2 years ago. And next month, I'm gonna be 20 years old. And that's kind of insane. It's insane to think that I was 18 2 years ago. No, it's insane to think that 5 years ago I was 15 starting this YouTube channel. Podcast gaming, yep, that's what this is. We're gaming. For a year, dang. Beard coming in nicely again. I know, it's like super thick. I'm gonna grow out the mustache into a handlebar. I'm just waiting to shave all of this because I don't want to look like a pedophile. Yeah, I did glue my beard back on. And Tom, I still have that hair that you never bought. Okay? Tom bidded on this hair on eBay and then never actually bought it. This guy is so fake. Oh, Trick is here, gets dick. Yeah, Tricks causes a lot of PTSD. Wow, bro. Hey, I don't know, man. It's looking kind of tough. I don't think it's ever gonna come back. I don't think it's ever coming back. The hairline's been gone ever since. Dude, I was actually looking at pictures. This is insane. I was looking at pictures from 2 years ago, 2020, for my birthday party, and my hairline was not bad at all. And I remember everybody joked about my hairline back then, and then I looked at my hairline from 2020, and my hairline looked so good compared to what it is now. Like, dude, I'm actually balding now. People told me I was balding so much that I actually manifested into happening. Y'all are some fake ones. So fake. Here, let me move the comments over here. Even though it's tough doing a podcast and paying attention to comments. I've done anything wrong in Discord? I don't know, Tricks. Your presence of just being in the Discord is wrong. To a lot of trouble. Gage is balding. It's fine, Tom. I figured you weren't gonna buy the hair anyways, dude, cause it was gonna cost like $20 to ship it to you, and just $30 for some weird YouTuber's hair. That's odd. Gage is balder, yeah. I plan on. See, I don't think I'm ever gonna grow back hair because I'm actually genuinely balding now. So what the thing I was gonna do at the start is see if I could grow back and just rock short hair, but ever since my hair is growing back in, I see that it's so bad that I'm just gonna full on shave it for now on because it just looks awful. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like looking like a skinhead. It's kind of a tough thing because I don't want to look like a skinhead, but also I don't want to have this disgusting patchy hair. It looks really bad. So in general, I don't care either way because one day there's gonna be nobody that sees me at all. So I'm not even worried about it. It's just, I'm like, man, come on. Balding at 19. I just need to get a hair transplant. That's it. Try, like, use it, USD as a European. But guys, let me talk about the goals I have for this year. I actually talked a little bit about it in my recent video. And if you guys haven't watched it, definitely recommend checking it out. It's, will this be my last gaming video? Pretty clickbait title, right? Pretty clickbait title. It's not clickbait though, because it's actually genuine. Because it's not my last gaming video ever, but it's just my last gaming video for a certain amount of time, which is for the rest of this year. So last year I had a goal of the goal was actually to make a skit video every month, like an IRL video. But what ended up that turning into was I didn't want to post a gaming video the entire year, because after I did it for an entire month of just posting IRL and talking videos, I was like, this would be a fun challenge to do, because for so long I made just gaming videos, and not only did it get boring, but it made me really uncreative and non-inspiring. I would just think of, okay, I'm gonna play this custom map and that'll be the video for the week. Or I was posting so much videos that it was kind of super hard to think of any other ideas outside of the box other than gaming, because for 2 whole years I posted every 3 days. And so for 2021, I just wanted to make it so I didn't post a single gaming video. Now, on the outside of it, I was still gaming a little bit. I was probably playing video games 4 times a week, and each of those times it would be for an hour. Or sometimes I'd play like 10 minutes here and there of Osu or something. But overall, I decided, what if I go even harder, and this year I go an entire year without playing a single video game, because I knew it would be hard. And the thought process behind this was to change the way I viewed things, because a lot of us, we grow up and video games don't feel the same. Now let me fart. Oh, that was a good fart. It just, the microphone is so high up, there's nothing to climb anymore ever since I changed the setup. But anyways, my thought process is, as we grow up, we don't like video games as much anymore, so it becomes harder to play video games and actually enjoy them. And I thought, if I spent an entire year of focusing on reading, doing things like reading, writing, making videos, like really focusing on making videos and going in, I thought not only would my life drastically improve, but after the year is up and I go back to playing video games, I would do it like I was a kid again. Because when I was a kid, I was limited to how much video games I could play. I played video games only when I slept over at a friend's house. And so I was only playing video games 1 day out of the week, and if I was lucky, 2. So I want to go back to that again, that discipline, and just reset my entire life, and then slowly bring things back in that I used to really enjoy, like video games. I don't think video games are bad. I honestly think video games are very awesome in what they can do for us. They're just a fun thing that we can do maybe once or twice a week. But when we graduate, as a kid, we had this fantasy, right? We would play so much video games when we were out of school. Like, sure, we would get a job, but when every second we were home, we would play video games. But once you graduate high school and you actually play video games that much, you realize this ain't it, Chief. It's really not it. It's very unenjoyable to play video games. And I could see how people in high school still enjoyed video games, because it wasn't that long ago that I was obsessed with Fortnite. That was all, like, I quit playing Fortnite in 2020, and every once in a while I went back and played it a little bit, but I was obsessed with Fortnite still when I was in high school. But once COVID happened and I was no longer in high school and doing remote learning or whatever it's called, it was just homeschooling at that time, internet schooling, I realized video games weren't that fun. And I just want to get back to the point where I not only enjoy video games again and could make a video about a video game once a month or something. I just want to get back to that point again and love video games, because just not loving video games is not that fun. And sure, we do move on, and I guess this is a final, what would you say, the final test of seeing if I'm really moved on from video games in my life. So I'm gonna go through this entire year, and then the first couple of months of 2023 play a little bit of video games every week, and if I'm not feeling it, then I know that just there's nothing left of video games anymore for me, and that there's other things to move on to in life. But let me check the comments. Just work out like you. Actually, I have been working out a lot again, because I figured that, well, obviously doing my physical therapy, but Gage is a skinwalker. Yeah, I'm just always chilling out in the woods. I am a skinwalker. The wisdom I have came from the Mindset Focus podcast you did. Yeah, that's awesome. I actually am gonna get back to gains check. Okay, bro, you don't want, son. You don't want. Nah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Can I do a fart stream? Isn't that every stream? You predicted what? Because I'm already addicted to video games, so I just replace something more harmful in the place of video games. Yeah, that is true. For instance, when I quit masturbating, I actually started using food as a big crutch. Now, I wasn't overeating. Latin gluten. Yo, Trix remembers that the glute spread from that video that I made last year. That is so funny, Trix. But I kind of replaced it with food. My mic is doing weird. Bro. Oh. Yeah, my bad. It's really funny you remember that. I hit the mic accidentally. Sorry about that, guys. But after I quit masturbation, I kind of relied on food a lot, just because I was bored. I wasn't overeating or eating bad foods. I was just looking forward every day to eating food again, which to me, that was really unhealthy. Just every night I'd be going to bed, I'd be thinking about what I was going to be eating for breakfast and eating the entire day tomorrow. And instead of just thinking of what I was going to do the next day, I was thinking about what I was going to eat the next day. And it put me in a really bad headspace of just always thinking about food. And it was really tough for a long while. So I understand what you're saying, Trix. Because it's like, it didn't affect me as much as masturbating, and yeah, it sucked having that relationship with food, but I eventually got over it. But at the time, it really felt awful being addicted that way to food and thinking of food that way, just always thinking of it, because I didn't want to think about food like that. Food used to be this thing that I just had to do twice a day, eat 2 meals a day, get my calories in, and then go back to work. But then it became my entire life. It felt like food was my entire life, and the only reason why I existed was food, and I lost touch with so much other things. But now I'm fine again. I'm feeling good, and I'm actually the most passionate I've ever been about YouTube, for me to keep going on with my problems. But it's kind of a worry I have. Yeah, it's a real worry, Trix. But, and you know, we've talked a little bit and you're kind of going through some hard stuff, but you gotta, when you fix something, there's always gonna be another thing that you find wrong in your life, right? That's just how it is, because you're focusing on one really bad thing. There's like a ladder. There's a tier list of bad things in your life. And right now, you're going through the F tier of stuff, which is your video game addiction, your food addiction. And then once you get rid of the food addiction and the video game addiction, you go up to the E tier, and then you find out, oh, you have these other problems. And that's what I've realized how most things in life are, is you uncover a problem, and then you fix a problem, then you uncover another one. It's just how it works. And you don't be scared of that natural progression, because it is natural and it's awesome to go through. Dude, I quit masturbation, and then I quit my food addiction, and now I'm like a really positive person and going through and enjoying life. People beat their meat, but only a few of them truly defeat it. Yup. And that's NoFap. I'm gonna get in the shower when you're done saying this, but I will leave the stream on. Yeah, that's true. I didn't see it like that before. Yeah. That's something that uncovered to me after I quit masturbating, because once I quit masturbating, and when masturbating was the biggest problem in my life, and I finally defeated it, I found so many other problems. But a lot of those problems weren't nearly as bad as quitting masturbating. I think masturbation was the worst thing I ever went through trying to quit. Maybe there'll be another thing in life. For instance, I'm dealing with lower back issues right now. And so it's not the same challenge as quitting masturbating, but it's right now the challenge is staying positive and staying in a really good mindset while you heal, and finding other things you can do, because I haven't been able to do stuff outside for 4 or 5 months now, and it's been really taxing on my mental health. But I've stayed positive and kept on working. I keep on working on it every day. I just got to remember that it's temporary. It's going to heal. But for a while there, I was in a really negative headspace. My name is John Video Game. That is awesome. Prostate cancer? Yeah, prostate cancer is great, but I always have my finger in my butt, so I never have to deal with prostate cancer. And so now that I was talking earlier about being in the best motivation I have been in a long time, I want to talk about what I've been doing on all my other channels. So I was kind of against this, and I thought about it for a long time, but I made another Twitter account and another Instagram account. And yes, you all know me, I'm really against social media, but back then I was addicted into social media in a way that I was just using it to take up my time. But now I'm using it as a tool to succeed in life, because guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I want my channels to succeed. Even if I could get my channel to a point where I could just cover my food bill every week, just get enough money to pay for food, that would be so awesome for me. And it's not that I care about money, but I just want to get something real out of YouTube. Yeah, I've gotten so much out of YouTube. I've gotten so much fun, so much experience, and without YouTube, I would have never learned all the things that I learned about myself. And who knows, I would probably be wasting away if I didn't have YouTube right now, and if I wasn't doing YouTube right now, and I was living my life just how I lived it without YouTube, like doing the things I go through every day, I'd be very dissatisfied with myself in life. But YouTube gives me a huge purpose. I can spread positive messages to other people, no matter how small the viewership is. I don't even look at views. I do accidentally see my views all the time though. I know how much views my last few videos got. I accidentally saw them because they came up in my recommended. It's really hard. Sometimes you can't always just not look at those stuff. But it would be awesome just to have YouTube provide something for me in life that can boost me further in real life. Like, because I've sacrificed a lot for YouTube, and I've sacrificed a lot for YouTube, but I'm not gonna act like a victim, because I purposely sacrificed a lot for YouTube, and it guaranteeing that I was ever gonna get real life return out of YouTube was never certain. And though I felt like it was certain, I for sure felt like it was certain for a long time. It's not as certain as I thought it would be. You know, I thought I was gonna be at 5,000 subscribers within my first year of doing YouTube, and yeah, I came pretty close to it. I hit 1,300 subscribers within my first year of doing YouTube, and I think that that was a really good snowball. But something happened within those years, and now I'm at my 5th year of doing YouTube. I'm gonna have my 5-year anniversary in 4 months in May. I'm only at 3,000 subscribers, and subscribers don't mean everything. I mean, I could have 2,000 subscribers and if I was making a ton of views every video, it wouldn't really matter what subscribers mean. I don't really care about the count of the subscribers. I just care about the people who are subscribed to me. I care about their problems, and I love discussing our problems to each other so we can both figure out our problems, because that's what discussion does. It helps us get through our problems. But man, I really would like YouTube to have some real life return where it boosts me in real life, so I have the best of both worlds. I'm doing YouTube, having fun and helping people, and people are helping me too, but also on the other side of it, I'm getting a little bit of something that helps me go forward in real life. And if it was as simple as just getting enough money for food every week, but it's really hard because it seems like the way everybody makes money off of YouTube now is stuff like Patreon, and I'm not gonna go out there begging people for money. I'm just a dude on the internet that makes money. For all you know, I'm not even a real person. I could be a robot. I'm not gonna ask people to give me money. And that's one thing I look back into what I used to do on YouTube is accept donations, and I'm just not fond of it. And it's morally wrong in my opinion, because knowing that the majority of subscriber bases are your age or younger, how could you ask for people for money on the internet? And sure, you can say, oh, I made a Patreon and it's there, and if people want to do it, it's not your fault, but you're the person putting it out there, and you know your audience is mostly people younger than you. And I just feel like it's wrong, and I don't want to make money that way. And I'm seeing that even larger YouTubers, dude, I see people, Marvelous Beats has 60,000 subscribers. Every video he makes only makes around 1,000 views. Like, he's not even able to pay for his food for the week, you know? And it's just very unrealistic making money off of ads, because you have to make so much views to make money off of ads, and getting views is just kind of hard. No, Ghost, I actually made an actual Nerdperior. I made another Nerdperior Twitter and Instagram. What music do I listen to nowadays? I don't listen to much music anymore. When I do listen to music, I've been listening to a lot of dubstep recently, just because I miss dubstep. It was a huge part of my life back in the day, and now it's a big part of my life again, and I feel like it's come full around, and I've been listening to dubstep, but that's pretty much it. But anyways, back to the topic. The reason why I made a Twitter and Instagram. So first of all, Twitter, it's not going to really help me grow in the long term, but what it does is, I guess people do like Twitter, and also I like the fact, I love journaling. I was talking about in my recent video of journaling. I journal all the time. I'm always writing something down in my life. And I just feel like it's so awesome that on Twitter, you can just type out real quick your thoughts, hit send, and then it's like a journal, right? And right now, what I'm doing is I get on Twitter and Instagram once a day, and I don't look at anything. I don't follow anybody, and I'm never going to follow anybody, and I don't look at anything. All I do is just put the content out there. So I get on Twitter once throughout the day, I do my tweets, I put those links up, I hit send, and then I'm off it. Don't think about Twitter the rest of the day. Of course, I do think about other stuff I could be uploading on Twitter, Instagram, but it's the same thing with Instagram too. And I know it's gonna work out in the long run because Instagram was always a great platform for promoting my content. And I just wanna get to that point in life to where I can bring everybody to my main channel and get that type of stuff that could help me out in real life. Because I do put a lot of time into YouTube, especially right now, but that's just because I can't do anything else right now. I can't work because of my lower back. So it's like a win-win right now. I'm putting all this work into YouTube and hopefully I get something out. But if I don't get that stuff out, then I'm just gonna move on and I'm gonna still be doing YouTube, but I won't be putting as much work into all the other stuff. So right now, oh man, the microphone again. So anyways, that's what I'm doing on Twitter and Instagram. I've been thinking of the idea of making a TikTok, but I don't know. That's just so against what I want to do. And I don't think I should do it. I feel like it's morally wrong to make a TikTok. So also, I want to go back to making at least one podcast a month. The reason why I want to do one podcast a month is because it just gives me time to think about stuff and have an action-packed hour to an hour and a half long podcast and then put it out there because I don't have, let me tell you this, during 2021, every YouTuber that I knew has quit YouTube. I quite literally can't get any guest on right now. And it's really hard. That's another thing that's awesome with Twitter is the ability to connect with other creators, which is how creators mainly connect, which is Twitter. And so I'm hoping that if I can get other people on the podcast again, I would do a podcast every 2 weeks. But right now, I want to focus on a podcast once a month. And on my second channel, NP Center, I don't know if you guys follow that, but I've been uploading every single day on that channel, I think for the last 3 months. And then there's been a few days where I've uploaded 2 videos a day. And today, for instance, I uploaded 3 videos today. And there's gonna be 3 videos going up every single day the next 3 days. And then obviously right now, the main channel, I'm focusing on once a week right now. Last year, I wasn't really good at it. I was kind of just flowing it out and putting a lot of work into videos. But I think I'm ready to go back into a strict once a week because first of all, I like putting that time into a video and it's really not hard getting a video out once a week. There was some videos last year that did take me months to work on. The NoFap video took me, I think, 2 months to make. The Why Everybody's Obsessed with Zombies, my magnum opus video that I absolutely love. It's my favorite video. That took 3 months to make. And there's a video that I've been working on since September of last year and still haven't finished it, and it's not even done yet. So there are some videos that do take a very long time to make, but overall videos shouldn't take that long to make at all. And I'm gonna be focusing on posting once a week, and then after that, I'm kind of like, right now I'm making content for once a week for the next month. And after I do that, I'm gonna be posting maybe 2 videos a week, and then because the more you make videos, the better you are at coming up with ideas. You just get in a state. Like, for instance, after the stream, I'm gonna record a video. Maybe even I'm gonna record a video and then work on another video and then edit another video. Like, there's just so much to do, and I have so much free time, and I used to just be lazy with that free time, but I really want to put work into my YouTube, because this, I have, the way I'm grinding right now is actually what makes YouTube fun. And I feel like that's what I missed ever since I graduated high school, was that grind. Because when you're in high school, everything's a grind, because you have 35 hours a week, and then plus homework and crap, that's 40 hours a week. And then you do your extracurricular stuff, which is, for me, was YouTube. So it was always such a grind, because I always had jobs on the side too. And so this is just my ultimate state, and I have so much fun doing YouTube this way. And the grind has been absolutely amazing. Fortnite March 27th squad wipe. Yeah, it's been fun uploading all those lost footage that I had onto the channel. Bro, you should get me on the podcast. Definitely, Matthew. How about I get you on the podcast in 2 weeks? You gotta have some stuff that you want to talk about. But yeah, I'll get you on the podcast for sure. We're just talking to everybody. It doesn't matter. We're all humans. Joe Rogan brings on random people that I've never even heard of, and I end up listening to their podcast. Just as long as it makes good conversation, hey, of course. Yeah, I'll do it. You want to be on the podcast, Tom? All right, bro. You just have some topics that you want to talk about, and we could get it done. Ugh, farted again. Podcast. Podcast. But yeah, my yearly goals. I was talking about this 30 minutes ago, and I never even done it. So basically my goals this year was to meditate every day, not play video games at all, have $20,000 saved up. What else? Here, let me go grab my journal. Alright, so no video games all year, $20,000 in cash savings, no money spent on unneeded things, so I'm not going to be spending any money this entire year on basically anything. What's really funny, as I say that, I just bought a pair of wool overalls, but the thing is, I actually really need a pair of pants, because this is the first time ever in New York history that we've had this type of weather. For the past week in a row, it's been consistently in the negative degrees every single night, and I actually got frostbite going on a walk with my dog. I haven't felt the tips of my thumbs in 3 days, and it's like a numbing pain. It really hurts a lot. So I got frostbite. And it's just, we've never had weather like this. We'd have one day out of the entire year that got to 0 degrees, but this is the first time ever New York is having negative weather. And maybe that's an over exaggeration of it, but I swear for the longest time we never had weather like this. Oh man, my sweater coming apart. But yeah, I needed to get a pair of wool overalls. It was kind of needed, because it's really freezing outside and wool is just the best. So stop watching YouTube. That's something I had an issue with, because actually for a while I just had nothing to do all day, so I'd watch YouTube videos all day. But it's at the point where I kind of hate watching YouTube now, so I'm not watching it at all. So it's really nice. And then meditate every day. So no video games all year. So far, haven't played any. No money spent on unneeded things, haven't done it. Stop watching YouTube, slowly incorporating it. It's something that's gonna take a lot of time. And meditate every day. I've meditated every day so far. So overall, I'm doing pretty good. And yeah, we are only halfway through the first month of the year. So we're 1/24th through the year, but I still think that's really good. I'm really set up for the rest of the year. I've been doing great with my goals. I'm not a part of this podcast. Guest requesters I would like to watch. Man, Trix is he's big brain. I have one topic that's really good. It's called Nerfurier. There's a lot of things to talk about that topic. Oh, really? Is there? Just beans and more beans and then farting. Don't forget farting. You should go to the doctor for what? So basically Gage is going to go insane? How would I be going insane? Those are some really good goals. And $20,000 saved up. Do I think I'll actually get that? No. It's just last year my goal was $10,000 and I saved up $7,000. Well, I think $7,300. And so this year, obviously the natural progression of things is $20K, but right now I don't make any money right now. So it's kind of hard to put any money into your savings. And when I do make a little bit of money, I immediately put them into my savings. But overall, I just want to grind out. What else are you going to do? Stare at a wall for 20 hours? Actually, I've been reading a lot. I found out that you can just download any PDF on a book PDFs on the internet. And so yesterday I spent 6 hours reading. It was actually really nice. Right now I'm reading the book Iron John, which, by the way, Trix and Ghost, definitely read Iron John. It's a really good book that you guys would really enjoy. Like, it would help you out in life, like actually really help you out. And then I'm also just reading a part of a fantasy book that of a series that I've been reading, the Sword of Truth series by Tara Goodkin, and that's what I spent most of yesterday reading. But yeah, I've just been reading a lot and focusing. Tom, you would enjoy it too. It's just I kind of don't know as much about you as I do Matthew and Trix. So I just know that this book pertains to certain problems that they have, but you haven't even told me as much as your issues as Trix and Ghost has. I got a topic, me basically blipping for almost 8 months off the internet and friends. Yeah, I mean, that's what you've done. Well, actually, what's his face? I can't believe I forgot his name. Why am I? Riley. He disappeared around the same time as you have, and I haven't heard of him for nearly a year. Since Cheese Cube, I just have no issues, man. Tom, that's awesome that you don't have any issues. But I think anybody would benefit from reading the book Iron John. Riley's doing good. I do too, man. I really miss Riley. It's really sad. It actually, it kind of threw me into a depression because, not Riley specifically, but with how it works on YouTube. It not really a depression, but it had me thinking about things about parasocial relationships. And a lot of people always view parasocial relationships in the eyes of the viewer and the creator. So like the viewer having a parasocial relationship with the creator, but not a lot of people ever talk about the creator having these parasocial relationships to their viewers. And that's an issue that I've had for a long time because I've based my entire YouTube identity off of just the viewer, right? I for the longest time I've never missed responding to a comment ever. There's only two videos that I just stopped responding to comments to, and that was the Kirby video and the Sucky Kim Jong-il video. But even then, for 3 entire years, I responded to every comment on those videos too. And I just realized that, just one day I realized that I care so much about these people, but they consistently always just disappear. and you never hear from them again. And I'd have nights where I think about these people, like, man, I haven't seen blah 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 subscriber in so long, and I'd get like sad about it, and I'll be like, man, really? And then I realized one day that these people, I care so much about them, but they're never gonna think about me ever again. And so it made me think that I kind of gotta slow down on making relationships with people on YouTube, because there was a while where I was very nihilistic about it, and that I don't want to have any connection with these people. But I kind of realized that there are people that actually truly care and won't just disappear. For instance, like you just said, Tom, you've been here since Cheese Cube. What have you had to gain from ever watching me, right? What have you had to gain? And I feel like, yeah, there's definitely relationships on the internet aren't as real as having relationships in real life, but both have their pros and cons, dude. Like, I know the thing is, I've had relationships on the internet that were stronger than relationships that I had with people in real life that are blood family to me. And so I kind of just realized that, okay, maybe it's not the issue. Like, yeah, I do have to stop taking things so seriously. And for instance, I'm only responding to comments once a month now. So the first of every month, I'll look at all the comments and respond to all the comments. But throughout the entire month now, I'm not responding to any comments anymore. Because the reason is I also I never realized this, but man, reading comments takes a toll on you, even if they're always positive comments. I don't think I've gotten a negative comment in the last 2 years, but even then, you just want to be, I never even realized this, because I've always thought of myself as a person that didn't need to be, what's the word? I always thought of myself as a person that didn't need verification, right, from other people. But then for a long time on YouTube, I realized the reason why I was so unhappy was because I was always reading these comments. And obviously, when your views are tanking on YouTube like they have with me in the last year, you realize, even if you don't look at views, when you're reading comments, you realize it. Because I went from, even last year, I was getting maybe 50 comments a video to the last, I know there was a few videos that I made at the ending of last year, 2021, that had only 2 comments on it. And that gets really depressing, especially when you've based your channel off of your community, and your community just disappears so fast. And I understand, people grow, and not everybody wants to watch the same content all the time. But again, talking about those parasocial relationships, as the YouTuber having a parasocial relationship with the viewer, it's these viewers, they always come and go. And there's going to be really low points of your channel where nobody's commenting on your videos anymore. And I realized that, and I realized how unhealthy it was making me, because it just made me incredibly sad that, man, because for me, for the longest time, the comments were the only thing that I got out of YouTube, and that's not the only thing I think anymore. I genuinely believe that there's a lot that I get out of YouTube just by making it, because it's entertainment for me. And it's also fun. All right, let me read comments. Yo, R, welcome to the stream. It's so nice to see you, man. I never disappear. I comment on every video. Here I am again. R, you're a great person. Riley's doing good, but he cut out everything in his life that had internet because he couldn't stand focusing on his internet life and just lose himself. That's another thing, yeah. Tabor Hill. I've heard of Tabor Hill before. I don't know who that is, but I can't remember who it is. Joshy you, like for instance, I think a month ago, I was thinking of Josh and I was like, man, I haven't seen him comment on a video in ages. Oh, I've thought about you for most of those months. And that's crazy. I love you. I love you, Matthew. But it is kind of weird how even, I don't know, it feels real, but also at the same time, it just, I don't know. There's a lot of fakeness in my life, and maybe I'm just confused. Active when you did Fortnite videos, but then got back when you stopped. But see, there's even that, you know? There's gonna be people who won't support you no matter what, and that kind of makes it a parasocial relationship, a relationship that's just not real, because you won't be supported through no matter what. And then if you rely on that support though, and then you switch to something, it's this toxic cycle. I remember when everybody used to tell me to do meme videos, and yeah, the meme videos were awesome, dude. I loved getting 500 views per video. Dude, my channel was popping when I was making meme videos. My biggest video is my two biggest video are meme videos. Both of them having over 100K views. But I was so unhappy making that content because it was too easy to make, and so I didn't feel engaged. And when making the content, it felt very uncreative, and it just felt like it felt like Leafy is Here content. And you know how in Leafy is Here's content, he always just says the same words over and over. It's very uncreative, and you can tell he's just trying to get filler for the video. That's what every meme video felt like. But then having everybody tell me to go back to making meme videos was the worst, because I hated making meme videos, and then I had this pressure of all of these people that basically it felt like they only cared if I made a certain type of video. And that's another thing. There's gonna be people who just only care about certain videos. Now, there are gonna be people that stick around no matter what. But it doesn't change the fact that how mentally stressful that is, man. And these relationships that you have on YouTube aren't always real. It's just crazy. For a long time, there were so many things that just messed me up mentally. Video from Healthy Gamer GG regarding internet relationships. He made a good point about how you don't judge online friends easily compared to IRL. What do you mean? Can you, elaborate on that? Not verification, approval. Verification, I guess they can be used interchangeably, but approval, yeah. You followed me back on Twitter so much when I got banned, and I thought we were actually friends. It's so weird when I think back. Yeah. I miss the old custom zombie. See, it's like, you can't escape it, bro. No offense, Joshy, you. I'm not ripping on you. I understand people have nostalgia of things, right? I have nostalgia of the Zombies Day too. I wish I could go back to Zombies too. I miss that. But every time I stream custom zombies, I'm unhappy. And I just want to off myself. Like, yeah, I wish I could be 15 again, streaming custom zombies on World at War and get 10 viewers and just have a great night and stream for 4 hours. But it's just not the case anymore. But I miss old custom zombie days. I would stay up late watching your streams, but I'm from the UK and got college and stuff, and I don't even game anymore. Yeah, I understand. Why do you fart so much? Eat a lot of beans. Watching Pokemon vids, but I was still active in Discord. I just didn't understand. Yeah. But it's just sad. Because I guess in a way, you feel like these people that you made a relationship with through your videos, you integrate them to your community. And when they're not, what it feels like when they're not watching the videos and commenting on the video. It doesn't even matter that it's not the case. This is just what it feels like. And any YouTuber, I could bring any YouTuber friend that I used to have and they can agree with me. If a person stops commenting on all those videos, stops coming to streams and stuff, it feels like they're no longer part of that community. Even if it is something as simple as they don't even understand the content, like Pokemon. Like, yeah, I don't expect you to, like, that's awesome that you stayed around, Tricks, despite the fact that I was making Pokemon content and you didn't even understand what was going on. There's stuff like that. But even though that there's issues like that, it feels like you're getting stabbed in the back. And that's what happens when you care so much about the comments on your videos. And that's why I stopped reading comments. Yeah, so basically because when it's an online race, you just want to hang around and have a good time playing games, or else most of the time you don't even know what the person looks like. Yeah. Join Cheese Cube. It was 3 a.m. Good times on Cheese Cube. And you also don't care. If you vibe with a person, you vibe with a person. That's it. No personal issues being involved with anything else. Yeah. There's pros and cons to everything. Just there are different pros and cons. And it's mostly cons being a YouTuber. Because you just base so much of your videos off of the community. For instance, if we look at Mr. T Lexify, if Mr. T Lexify didn't have a community, if Mr. T Lexify never grew on YouTube or had that initial growth and had that insane community around him, he would not be as good as he used to be. Now, I love Lex. He was a huge inspiration to me coming up on YouTube, but I don't personally watch him or even enjoy his videos anymore. But back in the day, his videos hit so hard because of the community. And it just kind of sucks that it feels like sometimes that your YouTube channel is not the same without the community, and then seeing most of your community go away, it's really hard. It is mentally very challenging. Because you care so much, especially me. The reason why I care so much is because I've invested so much of my life into YouTube, and I'm sitting here and just again, I'm being very transparent with you guys. I really struggled last year with seeing my videos go from getting so many comments and having so much fun responding to those comments to seeing the comments slowly dwindle down to only getting 2 comments on a video, and then just realizing that almost all of my community is gone. Because you can correlate when you get 2 comments on a video, you can kind of know how much a video is doing. And throughout my channel history, I've usually gotten probably 1 comment to 10 views, and other times 1 comment to 5 views, which is a really good ratio. But seeing that slowly dwindle down, and even though I say I don't care about views, it just feels like it's so saddening, because 7 years of my life was anticipating making a YouTube channel. I found my notes from around 2012 to 2016 of video ideas that I used to write down. I wanted to do YouTube so bad, and then almost 5 years of doing YouTube, seeing that is taxing on you. It's just saddening, and I definitely feel like I've put all my eggs in one basket in life, and that's something that I gotta drift away from. I need to start putting my eggs in other baskets. Actually look like this. He really had a horse for his head. Yeah, that is true, Matthew. My head was a horse. Pretty big problem when I was banned on Discord. I'm over it now, kind of, but just knowing that people are DMing me and I'm not responding and they think I'm ignoring them bothers me. Yeah, I've had something like that. I remember when I did streams when I just started the game, I had like 4 viewers and that was so fun, but eventually I stopped streaming because I forgot. And And then when I went back to stream, they weren't there anymore. Yo, Anime Traps, what's up? Yeah, dude, it is sad. And I've taken it at a different viewpoint now. That my YouTube channel is an art book, right? And I love doing art. I've been drawing since I was super young. And I've shown my art to people before, right? I've like, you know, taken my art book and like, yo, I drew these pictures. But I never really cared about what they thought. I was just showing them it and just kind of showing what I've done. Like, yeah, I made this art. But I never really cared about their opinion. And it wasn't there. That art wasn't made to show other people, but it still ended up getting seen by other people. And that's how I'm trying to view my YouTube channel now, is that I make the art for myself. I make the videos for myself, and then I just happen to put it up on the internet in case anybody wants to see it. And if people choose to see that and make a community around it, that's awesome. That's incredible. But overall, I make videos for myself, and yeah, I still want to make a positive impact on people. I want to spread positivity. But other than that, and it won't always be fully the way it won't ever be close to the way an art book is, but viewing it in that viewpoint is a lot better than what I used to view it as the people who watch me make me, which it's not true. I make me, and I make the videos, and if people want to watch them, that's awesome. If people don't, that's awesome too. But I kind of had to just stop making, I have to stop basing myself off of others so much. That hair back, but I missed the crazy rabbit cage. I'm most likely going to be shaving my head again, so don't worry. We were like consistent as well, checked in every stream as well, but I just didn't stream for a while and they didn't pop up anymore. It really made me sad and unmotivated, so I just stopped. Yeah, dude, it is sad. And you don't realize it, but you care so much about these people that come to your streams. I felt like pretty alone most of my life, man. Like, sure, I've had friends, but I've realized at the end, every single friendship I've ever had was fake. It was never real. And that's also what kind of makes me second guess the relationships that you make on the internet. Because, yeah, they may be fake in the term as we're never going to meet each other. We're never going to do things together. We're never going to go hang out. We're never going to go skateboarding or grab lunch together. But it does have its pros, but yeah, I understand those people that come in mean so much to you because they're not only are they new, but it feels like for the first time in your life, somebody's choosing to be there with you. Somebody's choosing to experience something with you. And on the internet, I feel like the reason why you care about these people so much is because it's the first time in life that it's a completely different person that you don't know. You have no correlation in them, no relationship with them. They just randomly found you on the internet and decided to support you. And I guess it's beautiful that you can have that for a while and then they disappear and they do other things in life. It doesn't change the fact that it hurts so much when they leave. Like, for instance, I'm grateful for the people who still watch me. Guys, like, it's insane. Matthew's been here for years. Anime Traps has been here for years. Tom has been here for years. You guys are OGs. But it doesn't change the fact that it's so sad how much all the other people left. But it doesn't change the appreciation that I have for you guys still being around. But it is definitely the most sad thing on earth when those people who decided to support you, they just leave and it feels like you're getting stabbed. Even though that's not the case, that's what it feels like. streamed 10 hours a day for sometimes just 2 viewers and had so much fun, but I got banned after a 10-hour stream one day, and now if I stream, I would have no people in my live. Yeah, it is sad. I've had so many streams where there just wasn't anyone at all, and eventually I just stopped streaming because I didn't think anyone was gonna join anyways. On the edge of crying right now. Why are you on the edge of crying, man? No, you IRL, I'd be annoying you all the time. I mean, you annoy me just coming into my streams, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love you, bro. We can hang out at some point before you leave, but being realistic will probably never happen. I don't think I'll ever go to New York in my life, let alone in the next few years. Yeah. Came up during those 7 months is no matter the amount of intellectual understanding will never change you feeling the same pain. Yeah, it doesn't matter sometimes how, like, yeah, we can be rational, right? And not emotional creatures. Men, we're all about rationality, right? No emotion. We're tough guys. But it is true, we're more rational than emotional creatures than women, per se. But sometimes, man, some emotions are so overriding, you can't help but feel them, despite the fact that you rationally know. You know, it's awesome that somebody is moving on in their life. Like, yeah, they left my YouTube channel, but they could be pursuing something else in life that can put them in a better place in life, and maybe YouTube was just too much of a distraction. And I guess that's probably how, and that what makes me think this way is because I saw you guys I saw what you guys were talking about in my Discord, and that, you know, I'm just trying to make it through life. I'm trying to do YouTube videos despite the fact that I don't get any, it doesn't project me farther into real life. Like, I don't make any money off of this, and it takes a lot of time to making YouTube videos, but I understood that it kind of leaving has that feeling of stabbing, backstabbing, even if it isn't actually that way. Even though I'm trying to get up in life and try to do good things and expand the channel and stuff, I know how it feels. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend more time on Discord talking to you guys. I need to bring back, for a long time I've been thinking about how I need to bring back the podcast, but I was like, man, I really have to do it now. I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you so much for your support, man. Quote, message you with a new number, but I gotta go, man. Okay, Matthew, I'll definitely text you back, and it was nice having you in the stream. Thank you so much. About it and how lonely it felt just doesn't feel nice, I guess. Yeah. Dude, I understand. Those streams, like, I hate it when people bring up the, again, it's like people telling me to go back to making meme videos. It made me feel like that was all my worth was these terrible meme videos. But when people tell me to go back to streaming custom zombies and telling me they miss the custom zombie days, like, yeah, I do too, man. That was like the peak of my life, and that's sad to say. It's not actually the peak of my life, but it has, that time has been the peak in my current life. I feel like there's another peak coming up, but that did feel like the peak of my life was making those streams. Like, dude, I was talking to a beautiful girl and I was so happy. We would talk 10 hours out of the day and I would stream custom zombies, and I had so much fun, and my community was growing, and I felt loved, and I felt like I was giving love back too, because there was the Discord community. Like, dude, my Discord was popping. You would go, I remember up until maybe, what was it? Maybe season 5 of Fortnite, so around August of 2018, my Discord was so popping that if I joined the voice channel, within 3 minutes, there'd be 10 other people in the voice channel. And it's sad that some people who weren't here for that time will never experience that, but it was amazing. it was an amazing time. It was such a happy time. And then people always say they miss those times, and like, yeah, I understand you saying that. I missed it because I miss them too, but it just kind of hurts because I've tried to go, not necessarily go back to those times, but I've tried to, in a way, recreate them. Like, for instance, I still, here, like, let me look at this. Oh, wait, Nerdperior. I tried to do these streams. December custom zombie stream, Minion plays custom Minion zombies live, and some of them are a hit or miss. And I guess there was a lot better times back then because I was doing them all the time. But even though I loved doing it back then, there was always hit or miss streams. I remember some streams, like, for instance, what you say, Tom, I was on the verge. I was just so sad some of those streams because nobody came in, and I was like, man, what did I, you just feel like, what did I do wrong? Like, yeah, but now that I do it a lot less, it feels even worse when you get those misses because there's so much less hits. If I stream 2 times in a year, right, on my channel, and one is a hit and one is a miss, so that Minion custom zombies video stream was a hit, and then the December stream was a huge miss, it hurts a lot more. I'm glad I've ditched having so much emotions all the time and just go with whatever happens. Yeah, it is definitely a lot better. Focus on emotions all the time, like I would go to therapy, but the best way to fix it was just calming down. That is so true. My issues in life have always been fixed by thinking, by just getting through it. And every time I brought emotions into it, it always not only worsened my, like, issues, but it made me a lot sad. It, like, made me more emotional. Thinking about my emotions made me more emotional. And so you just gotta quit feeling emotion. And it's crazy because women tell men now, because a lot of men are being raised by just women nowadays. You know, I was raised by just a woman. I had a stepfather, but he was never there. He was just drunk and playing video games all the time. So I didn't grow up with a father, right? So I was raised by my mom. And my mom is even more emotional than the typical woman. And so imagine how I turned out. I was like basically an emotional female up until being 17 years old. I would get upset at the dumbest crap, dude. It's not that way anymore. I've matured a lot. But man, all these girls telling men to feel their emotions more, and no, it's just not how like, yeah, men do have emotions, right? But the way we deal with emotions isn't the same way that females deal with emotions. And even in a way, I feel like if females dealt with their emotions differently, they'd be a lot happier. But ever since I started putting those emotions aside, my life has been a lot happier. Gage, go back to custom zombies. Bruh. I wasn't playing, man. Okay, let me not joke. Let me not joke around. Psych! Shut up, bro! Hand's not even near the trigger. And this gun hasn't been loaded in an entire year. Looking like a dashing young lad in that sweater. Thanks, Tricks. Dude, actually, you guys will love my next video, bro. It's out next Saturday. I'm so excited for it. It's almost done. I actually just have to record a part for it tonight, and then edit it in, and it'll be done. It's so funny. I hope you guys are able to see it next week. Don't focus on a peak every day as your peak, because you get to learn and grow more every day. That is true. Obviously, again, saying I don't really mean it when I say a point was a peak in my life, but what I mean when I say it was a peak was I was having fun and noticing I was having a lot of fun doing it. But right now, I'm like, I was saying that I feel like another peak's coming up, and that's because right now my life is so positive. I'm having fun grinding on YouTube again. Dude, I've been putting so much work into YouTube, into my main channel, my second channel. I'm getting back into putting a lot of work into my podcast channel, work into Twitter and Instagram. And if you guys have addictions to social media, I do not recommend following me. But if you guys do want to go support, actually, no, why am I saying this? The goal of those social medias aren't to bring you guys to it, but bring other people to this media, to where they can eventually quit those media. So never mind. Don't go follow me on any of those. But my life is at a peak right now. Every day is a peak because I do get to exist. You are right, Matthew. I like that you said that. Zombies, but stay for you, Gage. Sorry I wasn't into Fortnite with you. It's fine, man. It's whatever. I gave up a lot for Fortnite, man. And then got no return out of it. You know, I was hoping that one day I'd be just like Daquan. Never came even close. Just put my emotion in Gans. So, Gage, I'll be your daddy. Thanks. Thanks, Tom. It's really non-emotional, but my mom is extremely emotional. Yeah, I feel that, Tricks. Men compartmentalize their emotions a lot more than women. That's why. First of all, I think that's not a word. And even if it is a word, you didn't use it right. No offense. Don't pull a George Washington on you. You mean own slaves? I've always wanted to do that. I haven't cried for the last 2 years. I'm really bad with emotions, to be honest, but my downs and ups. Yeah, facts. Actually, today was the first time I ever cried since my grandfather, well, it was the anticipation of my grandfather dying that made me cry, but I never cried after he died. But I was doing face pulls with a band, right? Face pulls, I think it was a 35-pound band, and the band snapped at me from the bar and hit me in my eyes, and my entire vision went black, and I couldn't open my eyes, and I wasn't actually like crying out of pain, but it was like tears were flowing out of my eyes and snot was coming out of my nose too. It wasn't actual crying, but I was crying really hard. Not in the way of like, but it was just like tears were flowing down my eyes and I didn't have control over it. Too bad, just followed your Twitter. Lame. I must have been really bad in the stream. What do you mean bad in the stream? It's 7 o'clock, 7:13 right now. Hit a posture drop. Okay, here, I'll look up this word for you, Matthew. Maybe I'll learn something today. Definition. Yeah, that's not a real word. I think you misspelled it, and I'm like not understanding what you're trying to spell. Crying out of pleasure, you masochist. And dude, it was. I can't open my eyes fully still, but yeah, that was painful. That was painful. But yeah, guys, that's my plan to make it, right? I'm working so hard on the second channel. Like, let me just show you here. Let me show you guys how much work I put into the second channel. Compliment. I'm still so confused. Okay, So, NP Center. Alright. Dude, I have 193 videos on this channel. And so, this channel currently has 218 subscribers and 100,000 views. Here, brutally, Matt, 51k views. I think Anime Traps was here for this.
Brutally kissing men.
Yeah, was Trix in that stream actually? No, he wasn't. And then Sister Catches Me Lacking. I was asleep watching YouTube. And yeah, I just have a bunch of videos that are blowing up on here, and I just want to keep on doing that so I can get people to come to my main channel. And then this podcast channel is obviously to hang out with you guys, to enjoy. But Instagram, though, I am really focusing on taking advantage of Instagram, because that's how you get people to your media, man. Calling my grandpa, see you in a while if you're still streaming. All right, bro. Alright, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but dude, it was so nice having you come in. Compartmentalize. Okay. I think I've heard that word before. Let me look it up. Divide into sections. Okay, yes. I have heard that word before. You're just spelling it wrong, and then I was like, I couldn't say it in my brain because it was spelled so badly. No offense, Matthew, you're a very intelligent lad for using such a big word. Good. I feel like Tom has the better vocabulary though, because he said hippopotamonstratiquadalatophobia. That's a big word. So obviously Tom is the smartest man in the stream, and I must end the stream now. I suffer. Oh, sorry. My bad. The microphone just going off. Me massaging my butt right now to make my lower back feel better. Man, I really did not expect this stream to go on so long. Also, let me tell you guys, I got my learner's permit, okay? I've been looking for a car to buy. It sucks because I would have to take so much money out of my life savings to buy a car. But, you know, I'm getting farther in life. Hopefully gonna be buying land in Alaska in the next 3 years. And then moving out there, building my cabin by hand. And then just living my life. That's all I want to do, man. That's all I want to do. But also, I want to succeed on YouTube first. Whatever succeeding means. And for me, succeeding is either hitting 100k subscribers or hitting 10 years on YouTube. And so I don't want to hit 10 years on YouTube, to be honest. Like 25 years old and still doing YouTube. I don't know if I could do that, because I'm about to be 20. Just buy it with the money you stole. What? I didn't steal any money. You should watch Life Below Zero. I'm not too into TV right now. I've really been focusing on reading. Just trying to get my brain up. Even if you're reading fantasy books, reading is really good for you. Ghost, if you just read as much as you can, it doesn't matter what kind of book it is, reading is just so good for your mind. And ever since I was able to read more, dude, I felt so good mentally. It just feels so great to be able to just read a book. I get worried about, dude, these rag wool sweaters are so nice, but if one strand falls apart, the entire sweater's gone. It's like Manny's blanket from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Oh, I just farted. Dude, I have so much, this stream has so much fart content, dude. One day, I feel like this year, if I stream Gage Davis Snapchat, oh man, I haven't used Snapchat since 2020 when I got logged out of it. Could never sign back in, so I decided to never go back on Snapchat. So anyways, oh yeah, so dude, hopefully I'll be able to do a fart compilation this year on my main channel. Oh, that would be so awesome. That'd be so awesome to be able to do a fart compilation. Oh, that's so exciting. I really hope we can do the fart compilation, bro. Me in 10 years, you should look it up, what it's about. Okay. Life below zero. Is this like an Alaskan? Oh, okay. So I've heard of this before. So many people have told me to watch this, actually. So basically, it's like watching Mountain Men. So I kind of get the gist. That's exactly the way I want to live. Exactly the way I want to live. Just build my own cabin, man. Hunt my own food. Grow my own food. Life would be good. No electronics. No internet. Start a family. And then family gets killed, and then I get an epic revenge arc, killing the government, and then I take over the government, become president, and then own the world. That's the plan. That's the plan, bro. Yo, this sweater is so Chad. This sweater is so dope. This is the best 25 bucks I ever spent. Yeah, I'm still alive, Tricks. It's so sad. So sad. It's nice though. Tonight is 40 degrees, so I'm actually about to take a long walk after No, I'm actually gonna record that clip for the video that I need, and then I'm gonna record the clip for the video I need, and then go for a long walk, come back, edit that clip in, and then record another video for the week after next week's video. Made it so I can't move around in the stream. What do you mean move around in the stream? You're stupid, made a bad setting. Oh, okay, yeah, you are right. It's called the DVR. There you go, Tricks. I enabled DVR just because you're gay and retarded. Just because you're a gay retard. I fixed it just for you. Sussy baka. But yeah, it's an hour and 23 minutes into the stream. I want to end it on a good note. I don't want to end it rambling, and I got some stuff to work on. I hope you guys can see my video that I upload next Saturday. And check out the video that I made yesterday. If you like zombies, it's a zombie video. It turned out pretty good. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed editing it. It has a homemade meme in there, which was really funny to make. So yeah, that's my most recent video. Shout out to everybody for coming out to the stream. Tom came out, Matthew came out, Trix came out, Kami came out, Josh came out, Anime Traps came out, and that's everybody. That's so awesome. Everybody just tuned in. We talked. We're gonna be doing this again next month. Hey, and maybe even more if I can actually get guests on, but who knows? I'm not gonna rely on it, even though people are telling me they want to get on. Not gonna rely on you guys coming on, because I've relied on people before and been horribly let down. But it was so awesome. Tonight was really awesome. R is Kami, Ghost. R and Kami are the same thing. His name on everything is R, but on Discord it's Kami. And so, but I mostly see Kami on the Discord. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to doing this even more. Dude, it's gonna be so awesome doing the podcast more. And if you guys want to check out my second channel, I post some pretty funny clips to it. And yeah, I'm gonna be posting a lot of farting clips, and then probably editing down a bunch of parts into here, and just because it's fun and I can do whatever I want. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go! Wait, let me turn on the outro music. Yo, let's go. Stream started out scuffed, ended just as scuffed. Well, kinda not scuffed. Sorry, I just had to do that for the outro. It was a smelly one.